I rented this Carnival to do some moving, and my girlfriend last night drove it home while I drove my own car. And when we got home, she says, "Oh, I pushed the button on the steering wheel and had the car do the steering for me and just kind of like paid attention, had my hands on the wheel, but allowed it to get us home last night. And it did a really good job." And I have to say, first, I'm proud of her. She was not the kind of person who would have done that when we met, and she's grown so much, and really appreciate that in a person. But also, she is absolutely right. This is a system that really does a good job of being smooth. Like, it doesn't, you can see the steering wheel doing a little twitching, but you don't feel that in the body of the car and in the passengers. It's actually very well damped and managed in a way that is not the usual from these types of systems. Just the occasional nudge or touch of the wheel is enough to give it the assurance that you are hands on wheel. I don't see any evidence of any driver monitoring present. I don't see anything that's looking back at me, which has its strengths and its weaknesses, of course. But if you are someone who plans on using the system responsibly, I'd say that this system has made the slog of Los Angeles traffic and gridlock, and in a moving scenario, getting from one side of town to the center of town to the other side of the town and back and forth and back and forth, I haven't minded it so much. Has time gone by too quickly? Yes. LA traffic will do that. But has it felt like a chore? No. Because when it's doing the steering and the accelerator brake, does a really nice job of it. Not embarrassing, not frustrating, not distracting, just assuring. There's that word again that I gave Hyundai. It's also, when you drive the thing, as I said in a separate video, when you drive the thing, it's enjoyable. So, that's about as long as it takes to get it to get upset with you. So that gives you a sense. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about full self-driving and like autonomous driving and all this stuff, but I continue to believe that systems such as this one, that are just not over-promising on what they are, but are delivering exactly what you actually do need, which is, it's nice to have some help when you're driving, but to be involved in the process of driving, not switch over to relying on the system entirely and then be surprised when things go awry. I think this is a really nice system, targeting a really nice place in that level 1 through level 5 spectrum. And I'll try to be doing more of these driver assist focuses, and let's call them just that. They're driver assist. They are an assistance like stability control is an assistance, like crosswind compensation is an assistance, like rain sensing wipers and assistance. These are all valuable things to have and are advancements in the automobile that we should celebrate. And I think those like Tesla that have overpromised and underdelivered have really jeopardized progress more than necessarily aiding it. I know that they're celebrated as the opposite by their shareholders and their owners, but once you step away from the fandom and the cultdom, Tesla has, well, its own bugbears, and we can talk about that in a separate video. I think I've possibly posted some videos of my experiences with Tesla systems, and if not, I'll try to get that out there. But let me know what you think of the driver assistance system in the car that you are currently driving or have driven recently. Who do you think is the standard bearer for execution in its entirety? Not marketing, not awareness, not naming, But just, what do they say, soup to nuts? Just honestly, how does it function? Does it do the job you need it to do? Do you trust it? Has it spooked you? Has it caused people around you to think you're drunk, as happened to me with the Ford system in New Zealand not too long ago? Or is it like this one, where it just gets the job done and does it well? Which I think is kind of how these Korean products tend to approach their task. Let me know what you think, and if you find this video helpful, or you want from something else from this type of video or this channel. Happy to provide. Be safe out there with your money and yourselves.